Hi everyone, Nick Smith here. We're going to take a look at the update facility in Lighting Reality. It's an area where we get a lot of questions on the technical help desk, so I'm just going to run through the process of how we do that and some of the problems you may run into. So if we go to the help menu and then updates, initially what will happen is Lighting Reality will talk to the servers and will analyze your license key and first of all check that you're entitled to have the updates. There's a couple of issues you may get at this point. Firstly, your license key will be displayed and it will show you who you're licensed to, who you are, and who the license you are using is licensed to, etc. The second issue is you may get a message here saying something like no internet available or something like that. Now there's a couple of options at this point. The first one is that you can install the data from an offline location, so we can give you a link to download the data. You install it to a drive on your computer, and that will then allow you to install it from a resident location rather than having to download it over the internet. The process of checking the data and so on can be handled by your IT department. The second and most common problem is the use of proxy servers, which is a way that organizations use a proxy server to sit between your computer and the outside world, often between the network that you've got in the outside world, to control what areas on the internet you can go to and stop you going to certain sites like Facebook and so on and so forth. So it's the way that it's a thing that some people do. The way we can get around this is obviously you need to speak to your IT department and get a username and login, where the server is, and fill all these boxes in. They should be able to give you all of this information to populate this, and then as and when the data update is requested, it has all the necessary information to allow access through the proxy server and get out into the wider world, so that you can, Lighting Reality on your computers can talk to our servers in our server racks. So having gone through that process, we select the next button down in the bottom here, and that takes us through to this area here. And what that then does is it will analyze the data that is installed on your machine, and it will check to see whether you have downloaded and installed the latest versions. Now you can see here I have a couple of areas that are not updated. Indo, we did an update on that, and Metcraft, no, it's just Indo. I'll do Metcraft as well, it's not a particularly big one. So we tick anything on the left hand side that we want to update. Anything that says complete means it's the latest version is downloaded and installed, and where it says done down the right hand side, that means that the install has been completed. You don't need to update the program, although you can. One of the things to bear in mind is that to install a program you need an administrator account to be able to write to C program files x86 Lighting Reality, and if you don't have those rights, then that install process won't happen. But the photometry that is installed on your machine will be installed to C program data Lighting Reality, and that's where all the data is stored. It's the location that Microsoft recommended to us that we utilize, and that's where we go to. So you tick the boxes, you select download and install, and what that will then do is it will suck the data down from our servers, and it will, which didn't take very long, they're not particularly big installs these, and then they go through the process of installing that data, and there we go, the installation is now complete. One of the things to bear in mind when you do these updates, I know some of you have special photometry that you keep, or historic photometry that you keep in different locations. But if you do that, the first thing that we do is we delete the folder of the manufacturer that we've installed. So in this case it's Indo Lighting. We delete everything that's within inside that folder, and then we install all of the new data. That's the only way that we can remove outdated photometry that's no longer required. Anything that's installed in there will be deleted, including any special data that you may have as well. So I have a separate video which covers adding extra data, so please look elsewhere on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this useful today. I have two favours to ask of you. If you found it useful, please click the like button just down below, wherever that is. If you have any comments or questions, please post those below, and I will comment on those as I can. You can always message me through the YouTube channel. You can tweet me nicksmith1246 through Twitter, or you can email support@nicksmithassociates.com. And if you want to be notified of any future videos that I do, I try to do videos every so often, every couple of weeks or so, then please hit the subscribe button so that you get notified of any future updates. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again.